Betwabu, beautiful people. Betwabu. 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 Tiffany. Betwabu. Betwabu. Yeah. Betwabu. Top of the day, beautiful people. It is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. All right, y'all. We are in 4th Ezra, chapter 1, also known as the book of 2nd Esdras. So if you ever hear these books, first you hear of the book of Esdras, that's Latin. They're referring to Ezra. And if they only refer to that, they'll call it 1st Esdras and 2nd Esdras, which is 3rd Ezra and 4th Ezra. So don't get them confused. Same book. They just call them by different things. Sometimes it's with Ezra. Sometimes it's just by itself. If you find it by itself, you more than likely will find it called the book of Esdras. It is getting serious too, Tiffany. I was up this morning going over the reading this. So I was like, jeez, it peaks. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. 4th Ezra, chapter 1. We're reading 1, 2, and 3. Did I get a date? I did. I gave the date, didn't I? If not, I'll do it again. For some reason, I just think I said it was Tuesday. It's May the 12th, 2020, day 144 of reading through the books of the law and the prophets. All right, y'all. 4th Ezra, chapter 1. The second sefer of the prophet Ezra, the son of Serayahu, the son of Azaryahu, the son of Hilkiah, the son of Shalom, the son of Zadok, the son of Akitub, the son of Avushua, the son of Peniach, the son of Eli, the son of Amarahu, the son of Azaryahu, the son of Marioth, the son of Buki, the son of Avishua, the son of Peniach, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron of the tribe of Levi, which was captive in the land of the Madai in the reign of Artaxerxes, king of the Persians. It's talking about that Ezra. And the word of Yahuwah came unto me, saying, Go your way, and show my people their sinful deeds, and their children their wickedness which they have done against me, that they may tell their children's children, because the sins of their fathers are increased in them, for they have forgotten me, and have offered unto strange Elohim, or unto strange gods. Am not I even he that brought them out of the land of Mitzrayim, or Egypt, from the house of bondage? But they have provoked me unto wrath, and despised my counsels. Pull off then the hair of your head, and cast all evil upon them, for they have not been obedient unto my Torah, but it is a rebellious people. How long shall I forbear them, unto whom I have done so much good? Many kings have I destroyed for their sakes. Pharaoh with his servants and all his power have I smitten down. Just think about if we had have grown up hearing this truth and about what happened to our ancestors, our people, because they turned away from Torah. Man, we would have grown up in a fear of Yahuwah that it will blow your mind. And we'd probably be seeing all kinds of signs, wonders, and miracles around this place today. Like he would literally be doing for us what he did for our forefathers back in that day. Like when somebody came up against them, when the enemy came to take them while they were being obedient to Torah, man, there was something to reckon with. Ain't nobody want to mess with Israel. Nobody wanted to mess with Judah. It's coming soon again. It's coming very, very soon. All the nations have I destroyed before them, and in the east I have scattered the people of 2 provinces, even of Zor and Sidon, and have slain all their enemies. Speak therefore unto them, saying, Thus saith Yahuwah, I led you through the sea, and in the beginning gave you a large and safe passage. I gave you Moses for a leader, and Aaron for a priest. I gave you light and a pillar of fire, and great wonders have I done among you. Yet ye have forgotten me, says Yahuwah. Thus says El Shaddai Yahuwah, the quails were a sign unto you. I gave you tents for your safeguard. Nevertheless, ye murmured there, and triumphed not in my name for the destruction of your enemies. But ever to this day do ye yet murmur. Where are the benefits that I have done for you? When ye were hungry and thirsty in the wilderness, did ye not cry unto me, saying, Why have you brought us into this wilderness to kill us? We know that from reading Exodus, right? He's telling the truth. So far, what we're hearing is the truth. Why was this taken out? Clearly, if we keep on reading, we will understand. Or why was it not added in? They chose not to add this in. Why? Because it will constantly let us know that there truly is a God, a true and living God that fights for Israel. That fights for Israel. And it also identifies who true Israel is. That's why. Then most of the world is still, well, I don't know. There's a lot of people who know who we are. And it's a lot of people that say, oh, that don't even matter today. It don't even matter. Oh, yes, it does. It truly, it absolutely matters. Because if you don't understand who the true Israel is, you can't understand prophecy. Everything is going to be completely off. You're going to be looking in the wrong direction when you should be looking here. And when you see all this turmoil that's going in America with the people of Israel, namely the people of the southern kingdom, Judah, which included Judah, the Levites, and Benjamin, you would understand completely what's going on, and you would know that this is just not some religious book. This is true prophecy in action. Oh, it's about to get so exciting out here in these streets in America for the children of the kingdom of Judah. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Where are the benefits that I have done for you? When ye were hungry and thirsty in the wilderness, did ye not cry unto me, saying, why have you brought us into this wilderness to kill us? It had been better for us to have served the Egyptians than to die in this wilderness. Then I had pity upon your mournings, and gave you manna to eat. So ye did eat angels' bread. When ye were thirsty, did I not cleave the rock, and waters flowed out to your field? Think about this, y'all. When he said, did I not do this? Did I not do that? They didn't personally see Yah with their own physical eyes do it, but he commanded Moses and Aaron, and at his word, they did it, and they got it. Like he called for it. He told them to tap the rock. The water came. Just think about how he operates. Keep that in mind. I'll read 19 again. Then had I pity upon your mournings, and gave you manna to eat. So ye did eat angels' bread. When ye were thirsty, did I not cleave the rock, and the waters flowed out to your field? For the heat I cover you with leaves and the trees. I divided among you a fruitful land. I cast out the Canaanim, the Perizim, and the Philistine before you. What shall I yet do more for you, says Yahuwah? Thus says El Shaddai Yahuwah. When you were in the wilderness, in the river of the Emorym, being athirst and blaspheming my name, I gave you not fire for your blasphemies, but I cast a tree in the water and made the river sweet. Now we know when they was out there, he was getting pissed with him because he called Moses to the side. He said, listen here, come here. I'm about to kill all your people. He was like, y'all my people, now they my people. They out here acting the people, now they my people. But you sent me to come get this wicked. And they was having this conversation back and forth. And that's what Yahuwah is reminding them. He said, look, I was going to kill y'all because all this murmuring y'all was doing. He said, I should have gave y'all fire, but I didn't give you fire for your thirst. I gave you sweet water. Listen, I'm going to read that again. That's so good. Listen. Verse 22. That says, El Shaddai Yahuwah, when ye were in the wilderness, in the river of the Emorym, being athirst and blaspheming my name, I gave you not fire for your blasphemies, but cast a tree in the water, and made the river sweet. What shall I do unto you, O Yaakov, or O Jacob? You, Yehuda, or Judah, would not obey me. I will turn me to other nations, and to those will I give my name, that they may guard my statutes. Seeing ye have forsaken me, I will forsake ye also. When ye desire me to be gracious unto you, I shall have no mercy upon you. And remember also when Yahuwah, I believe it's in Isaiah, I don't remember the exact verse, but he said that he would use another nation to provoke us to jealousy. Like other people, like those of us who eyes are open to the truth, and we see, it's like, they're not the real Israel, they're being, how is it that? And it's like, wait a minute, hold on, because these promises belong to the sons and daughters. Then we had to realize that, oh, we in trouble with y'all. We need to repent for our sins and our forefathers. That's why he allowed the blessing to transfer over to them while we lived under the curse, because we turned away from his Torah. And he's using them. You see a lot of our people, especially like the Hebrew, they label them the black Hebrew Israelites. Those of our people who are standing on the corners reading the Bibles in a full rage, talking about this, that. I mean, they're like teaching with complete hatred. I don't endorse them. Although they are speaking a little bit of the truth, and they're giving it out in anger, and they turning more people away than they are bringing people to them. Them right there, they completely pissed off about the European Jewish people claiming to be us and claiming our promises. They are completely provoked to wrath about this thing. You can see that Yahuwah said, I am going to provoke you to jealousy. They are completely jealous and pissed that the other people are carrying our blessings right now. But Yahuwah said, that time is only for a short period of time. I'm going to return it to the sons and daughters, but first you must return to me. So if you see this and your eyes are open to the truth, you can see it everywhere. You won't be so pissed off. Like when I first started, I was like, what? And I was pissed probably for about a week. But then I kept growing. I was like, wait a minute, y'all. Okay, so there is something more to this. So I kept reading and kept studying. I was like, oh, okay. So there is a time coming. Like, we ain't supposed to be out here like, oh, blep. No, we should be seeking Yah, repenting and turning to his ways of life, living in his laws, his statutes, and commands, just as he said we would be doing, and then he would turn his face back to us. Okay. I'll read verse 24 again. Somebody coming down the stairs. What shall I do unto you, O Yaakov, you, Yehuda, who would not obey me? I will turn me to other nations, and unto those will I give my name, that they may guard my statutes. Seeing ye have forsaken me, I will forsake ye also. When ye desire me to be gracious unto you, I shall have no mercy upon you. Yes, baby. It died. Did you plug it in? What's wrong? You want me to cook? Okay, give me a few minutes. Listen, 3-year-old little lady. Whensoever ye shall call upon me, I will not hear you, for ye have defiled your hands with blood, and your feet are swift to commit manslaughter. Ye have not, as it were, forsaken me, but your own selves. I'll read it again. Ye have not, as it were, forsaken me, but your own selves. Okay, he said, you didn't forsake me, you forsook your own selves. Says Yahuwah, thus says El Shaddai Yahuwah, have I not prayed you as a father his sons, and as a mother her daughters, and as a nurse her young babes, that ye would be my people, and I should be your Elohim, that ye would be my children, and I should be your father? I gathered you together as a hen gathers her chickens under her wings. That sounds familiar, don't it? We hear that in the New Testament. This is where they got it from. But now, what shall I do unto you? I will cast ye out from my face. When ye offer unto me, I will turn my face from you. For your solemn feast days, your new moons, and your circumcisions have I forsaken. I sent unto you my servants, the prophets. Remember, when Yahuwah speaks of his servants, he's talking about his prophets. And normally they are a lot of them are priests, whom ye have taken and slain and torn their bodies in pieces, whose blood I will require of your hands, says Yahuwah. And if they're not priests, they descend from priests. Like Ezra is a prophet, but we also know Ezra is a high priest, and he's a reader of Torah. It constantly tells us that, So when he said, my servants are prophets, it could be prophets, it could be priests, it could be a compilation of prophet, priest, prophet. Just keep that in mind. He said in here, he said all through the books of the prophets, in the canonized 66 version of the Bible. I send unto you my servants, the prophets, whom ye have taken and slain and torn their bodies in pieces, whose blood I will require of your hands, says Yahuwah. We hear this too in the New Testament. Thus says El Shaddai Yahuwah, your house is desolate. I will cast you out as the wind does stubble, and your children shall not be fruitful, for they have despised my commandment and have done the thing that is evil before me. Your houses will I give to a people that shall come, which not having heard of me yet shall believe me, to whom I have showed no signs, yet they shall do the things that I command them. They have seen no prophets, yet they shall call their sins to remembrance and acknowledge them. I take to witness the grace of the people to come, whose little ones rejoice in gladness, and though they have not yet seen me with bodily eyes, yet in the Ruach, or the Spirit, they believe the thing that I say. And now, brother, behold, what glory, and see the people that come from the east, unto whom I will give for leaders Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, chill, Husha or Hosea, Amos, Micaiah, Yoel or Joel, Obadiah and Jonah, Nahum and Habakkuk and Zephaniah and Haggai and Zechariah and Malachi, which is also an angel of Yahuwah. Chapter 2 of 4th Ezra. Thus says Yahuwah, I brought this people out of bondage and gave them my commandments by men servants, the prophets, whom they would not hear, but despised my counsels. The mother that bore them says unto them, Go your way, ye children, for I am a widow and forsaken. I have brought you up with gladness, but sorrow and heaviness have I lost you. But with sorrow and heaviness have I lost you. For ye have sinned before Yahuwah Elohim, and done that thing which is evil before him. But what shall I now do unto you? I am a widow and forsaken. Go your way, O my children, and ask mercy of Yahuwah. As for me, O Father, I call upon you for a witness over the mother of these children, which would not guard my covenant, that you bring them to confusion and their mother to a spoil, that there may be no offspring of them. Let them be scattered abroad among the heathen. Let their names be put out of the earth, for they have despised my covenant. Like for a while, ain't nobody know who we are. They told us our history started as slavery. No. Our names had just been put away for a while. They were put out of the earth, but some people still knew. Some knew. Most didn't. Some knew. We know now again. Let them be scattered abroad among the heathen. Let their names be put out of the earth, for they have despised my covenant. Woe be unto you, Asher, you that hide the unrighteous in you. O you wicked people, remember what I did unto Sodom and Gomorrah, whose lands lie in clods of pitch and heaps of ashes. Even so also will I do unto them that hear me not, says El Shaddai Yahuwah. Thus says Yahuwah unto Ezra, Tell my people that I will give them the kingdom of Jerusalem, which I would have given unto Israel. Their glory also will I take unto me, and give these the everlasting tabernacles which I had prepared for them. They shall have the tree of life for an anointment of sweet savor. They shall neither labor nor be weary. Go, and ye shall receive. Pray for a few days unto you, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. Take heaven and earth to witness, for I have broken the evil in pieces and created the good. For I live, says Yahuwah. Mother, embrace your children and bring them up with gladness. Make their feet as fast as a pillar, for I have chosen you, says Yahuwah. And those that be dead will I raise up again from their places and bring them out of the graves, for I have known my name in Israel. Fear not, ye mother of the children, for I have chosen you, says Yahuwah. For your help will I send my servant Esau and Jeremiah, after whose counsel I have sanctified and prepared for you 12 trees laden with divers fruits, and as many fountains flowing with milk and honey, and 7 mighty mountains, whereupon there grow roses and lilies, whereby I will fill your children with joy. Do right to the widow, judge for the fatherless, yield to the poor, defend the orphan, clothe the naked, heal the broken and the weak, laugh not at the lame man to scorn, defend the maimed, and let the blind man come into the sight of my clearness. Keep the old and young within your walls. Wheresoever you find the dead, take them and bury them, and I will give you the first place in my resurrection. Abide still, O my people.
Do that one.
Tootie.
Do this one.
No, I need to read this one first.
No.
You want me to put you down on the floor?
You do this one.
I will do that one, but I have to do this one first. Okay. You hold that one, but I need you to move your hand so I can see, because you put it right in the middle of my reading spot. Move your hand.
I'm going to do this one.
Abide still, O my people, and take your rest, for your quietness still come. Nourish your children, O good nurse. Establish their feet. Okay, you going upstairs with Dad. Then you better stop. First thing in the morning. Nourish your children, O good nurse. Establish their feet. As for the servants whom I have given you, there shall none of them perish, for I will require them from among your number. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness comes, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but you shall be merry and have abundance. The heathen shall envy you, but they shall be able to do nothing against you, says Yahuwah. My hands shall cover you so that your children shall not see Sheol. Be joyful, O mother, with your children, for I will deliver you, says Yahuwah. Remember your children that sleep, for I shall bring them out of the sides of the earth and show mercy unto them. For I am merciful, says Yahuwah, Sabaoth, or Sabaoth. Embrace your children until I come and show mercy unto them. For my wells run over, and my grace shall not fail. I, Ezra, received a charge of Yahuwah upon Mount Oreb, that I should go unto Israel. But when I came unto them, they set me at naught, and despised the commandment of Yahuwah. And therefore I say unto you, O ye heathen, that hear and understand, look for your shepherd. He shall give you everlasting rest, for he is nigh at hand, that shall come into the end of the world, that shall come in the end of the world. Be ready to reward the kingdom, for the everlasting light shall shine upon you evermore. Flee the shadow of this world. Receive the joyfulness of your glory. I testify, my Savior, openly. Oh, receive the gift that is given you, and be glad, giving thanks unto him that has led you to the heavenly kingdom. Arise up and stand. Behold the number of those that be sealed in the feast of Yahuwah, which are departed from the shadow of the world, and have received glorious garments of Yahuwah. Take your number, O Zion, and shut up those of yours that are clothed in white, which have fulfilled the Torah of Yahuwah. The number of your children whom you long for is fulfilled. Beseech the power of Yahuwah, that your people, which have been called from the beginning, may be hallowed. I, Ezra, saw upon Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praised Yahuwah with songs. Okay, hold on, Poop. And in the midst of them there was a young man of high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing, and have put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of Elohim. Now they are crowned and receive palms. Then I said unto the angel, What young person is it that crowns them and gives them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, It is the son of Elohim, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of Yahuwah. Then the angel said unto me, Go your way, and tell my people what manner of things and how great wonders of Yahuwah Eloheka you have seen. I need to check out the rest of this to see the original translation of it, because it causes me to think something else, but I won't say it quite yet. Okay, chapter 3, last chapter for the day, 4th Ezra, chapter 3. Take it. Okay. In the 30th year after the ruin of the city, I was in Babel, and lay troubled upon my bed, and my thoughts came over my heart. For I saw the desolation of Zion, and the wealth of them that dwell at Babel. And my ruach, my spirit, was sore moved, so that I began to speak words full of fear to El Elyon, and said, O Yahuwah Adonai, you spoke at the beginning when you did plant the earth, and that by yourself alone.
John over here doing
I see. Hold on. O Yahuwah Adonai, you spoke at the beginning when you did plant the earth, and that by yourself alone, and commanded the people, and gave a body unto Adam without soul, which was the workmanship of your hands, and did breathe into him the breath of life, and he was made living before you. And you led him into paradise, which your right hand had planted, before ever the earth came forward, and unto him you gave commandment to love your way, which he transgressed. And immediately you appointed death in him, and in his generations, of whom came nations, tribes, people, and kindreds out of number. And every people walked after their own will, and did wonderful things before you, and despised your commandments. And again, in the process of time, you brought the flood upon those that dwelt in the world, and destroyed them. And it came to pass in every one of them, that as death was to Adam, so was the flood to these. Nevertheless, one of them you left, namely Noah with his household, of whom came all righteous men. And it happened that when they dwelt upon the earth, And it happened that when they dwelt upon the earth, began to multiply, and had gotten them many children, and were a great people, and began again to be more wicked than the first. Now when they lived so wickedly before you, you did choose you a man from among them, whose name was Abraham. Him you loved, and unto him only you showed your will. Yes.
Aaron.
Yep, Joshua, Aaron, Savannah, and that's Shania. Him you loved, and unto him only you showed your will.
This Jonah.
Okay, that's Ayana. I don't think that's Ayana, but okay, if you say so. Him you loved, and unto him only you showed your will, and made an everlasting covenant with him, promising him that you would never forsake his seed. And unto him you gave Isaac, and unto Isaac you gave Jacob and Esau. And for Jacob you chose him. You did choose him to you, and put by Esau. And so Jacob became a great multitude. And it came to pass that when you led his seed out of Egypt, you brought them up to the Mount Sinai, and bowing the heavens, you did set fast the earth, moved the whole world, and made the depths to tremble, and trembled the men of that age. And your glory went through 4 gates of fire, and of earthquake, and of wind, and of cold, that you might give the Torah unto the seed of Jacob, and diligence unto the generation of Israel. And yet took you not away from them a wicked heart, that your Torah might bring forth fruit in them. For the first Adam, bearing a wicked heart, transgressed, and was overcome, and so be all they that are born of him. Thus infirmity was made permanent, and the Torah also in the heart of the people, with malignity of the root, so that the good departed away, and the evil abode still. So that times passed away, and the years were brought to an end. Then did you raise up a servant called David, whom ye commanded to build a city in your name, unto your name, and to offer incense and oblations unto you therein. When this was done, many years then, they that inhabited the city forsook you, and in all things did even as Adam and all his generations had done. For they also had a wicked heart. Yes. Okay, hold on. And so you gave your city over into the hand of your enemies. Are their deeds any better that inhabit Babel, that they should therefore have the dominion over Zion? For when I came thither and had seen impieties without number, then my soul saw many evildoers in the 30th year, so that my heart failed me. For I have seen how you suffer them sinning, and have spared wicked doers, and have destroyed your people, and have preserved your enemies, and have not signified it. I do not remember how this way may be left. Are they then of Babel better than they of Zion? Or is there any other people that know you besides Israel? Or what generation has so believed your covenant as Jacob? And yet their reward appears not, and their labor has no fruit. For I have gone here and there through the heathen, and I see that they flow in wealth, and think not upon your commandments. Weigh therefore our wickedness now in the balance, and theirs also that dwell in the world, and so shall your name nowhere be found but in Israel. Or when was it that they which dwell upon the earth have not sinned in your sight? Or what people have so kept your commandments? You shall find that Israel by name has kept your precepts, but not the heathen. And that, my beautiful people, I know that's a terrible place to leave off at reading for today, because he's just getting into it. But we'll pick it up tomorrow. That was our 3rd chapter and last chapter of reading for today. This is the 4th book of Ezra. We read 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna hurry up and get out here, because she getting riled up, y'all. Yes, Tootie.
What are you doing?
We about to read the blessing.
Are you done?
Yes, I'm done. All right, beautiful people. The blessing is found. Remember, we're reading from the Sefer because my King James Bible doesn't have the Apocrypha in it. So I go back here to read the blessing simply because this is where I've been reading the blessing from all this time. We find it in Numbers chapter 6, verses 22. And Yahuwah spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron and unto his sons on this wise, saying, Ye shall bless the children.
I close it. You close it.
Thank you. Ye shall bless the children of Israel, saying unto them, May Yahuwah bless us and keep us. May Yahuwah make his face to shine upon us and be gracious unto us. May Yahuwah lift up his countenance upon us and give us his peace. And they shall put my name upon the children of Israel, and I will bless them. All right, beautiful people. I hope you enjoyed the reading for today. We gotta go. She doing the most. Peace. Press the button, girl. Press the button.